Hey YouTubers, Voluptuous8 here. Not really sure if I'm looking in the right spot or not. Coming to you from a different device because I tried to upload a couple of different videos and they weren't uploading from my phone. So sorry this is so late. Just to give you some updates, I had my VSG surgery on August 19th. I had complications, went back into the hospital on August 25th. I went back to work the day after Labor Day. I am 5'5". I am 50 years old. I started at 255 and I am 230, so I am 25 pounds down. Very excited about that. Have felt it more in my clothes than really on the scale. I have workout pants that used to be so skin tight that you could see my skin through the cloth, and now I have like little wrinkles in them. So I'm excited about that. Oh man, my nose just started running the minute I started recording this video. Go figure, huh? I promised you that I would tell you about my hospital stays. They were my first one for my surgery. I went in. Surgery was fine. Recovery was fine. This is supposed to be a center of excellence for my insurance company. It's the oldest hospital in our area. The same company that owns this one owns 3 other ones. And I'm really surprised that they have the oldest one as the center of excellence. But needless to say, got wheeled up to my room. Lo and behold, we're sharing a room. No big deal. Person was really nice. She ended up getting to leave at about 8 o'clock that night, and everything was fine. They came in, they gave me a dose of pain meds, getting ready to go to sleep. Had just really dozed off. 9 o'clock or so. Housekeeping comes in, turns on all the lights in the room to clean her bed. So not very happy about that. Housekeeping left. Thought, okay, fine, I'm finally going to get to go to sleep. And at about now I'm the first bed to the door, closest to the door. So I'm thinking, okay, we're going to get some sleep now. About 11 o'clock, they wheeled in another patient. And of course, they had to turn on all the lights. They had to turn my bed sideways to get her bed in to the slot closest to the window. And not only did we have her, but she had an entourage of about 6 people with her. Kids, teenagers, adults, and seniors. Then she wanted to argue, well, she actually argued with 2 supervisors in regards to having them stay with her. Now, my husband had already left because I was sharing a room and we knew that he couldn't stay. So the arguments continued till about 1 a.m. Finally, they had all of the people leave and I finally got to get some sleep. The next morning, got up, went for my swallow test and all of that. Came back, was in my room, was back to the room in just a little bit of time, and all of a sudden, no joke, about 16 people tromped through my room to her side of the room. Anywhere from ages 7 to 67, I guess. I don't know. Of course, her side of the room wasn't big enough to hold that many people, so they overflowed into my side of the room. I am in a hospital gown with the back all exposed, so if I needed to go to the restroom, I couldn't get up to go to the restroom or anything like that. It was not good. I was glad to get out of there and get home. So that was the first day. The second situation, Wednesday night, I had pain in my left shoulder. Thursday morning, I had pain in my left shoulder and pain in my on the left side of my chest, enough that woke me up about 4 o'clock in the morning. Called my surgeon. he told me to go to the emergency room at Gulf Coast, which is a different hospital in the group that this company owns. Got there about 6. They put me back in an emergency room, an ER room. They started doing all these tests and all of that. At about 11 o'clock, they came in and told me that I was admitted, that I was staying overnight because they had other tests that they wanted to run. Yeah, about 5 o'clock, I said, hey, I've been admitted. When will I be going up to a room? Oh, yeah. About 5:30, 6 o'clock, they start doing the discharges upstairs, so it should be shortly. At, 6 o'clock or so, a friend of mine came to visit me. So her and I chit-chatted. She left at about 7:30. I'm hooked to an IV that is attached to the bed that I'm in, so I can't get up freely and go to the restroom, which is across the hall. So I hit the nurse call button at about 7:45. They turn it off. Don't ask me what I need. Don't ask anything. They just turn it off. I'm like, okay. So I knew that they were busy. I waited 15 minutes, so 8 o'clock. Hit the call light. They turned it off again. Said, okay. I did it again, and they turned it off again. So the 4th time, after waiting 15 minutes in between each time, the 4th time, I hit my call light. They turned it off. I hit it again. They turned it off. I hit it again. Next thing you know, my nurse pops her head through the door. She said, oh, did you need something? I said, yeah, about an hour ago. I need to go to the restroom, and I can't unhook myself from this IV. She says, oh, well, nobody told me. And I said, well, I've been hitting my call light every 15 minutes for the last hour. I said, and now we're at 8:30, going on 8:45. I said, I was told at 11 a.m. this morning that I was admitted into the hospital. You told me somewhere between 5:30 and 6 o'clock I would be going up to a room. I said, you know what? When I come back from the restroom, if I do not have a room number and you guys are not taking me up to my room, you're going to take this IV out of my arm and I am going home. Miraculously, when I came back from the restroom, the charge nurse or the head nurse came to my room and said, oh, we have a room for you. So, got wheeled up to my room. They did every kind of test under the sun for my heart. They checked for the blood clot that day. Nothing wrong. They decided to send me home with blood pressure medicine that I had never ever been on. My husband and I bought a blood pressure cuff, a really nice one. My blood pressure was normal when I got home, so I never took any of the medicine. I told my surgeon. He says, that's fine, don't worry about it. It was probably just the stress of being in the hospital and the pain. He said, but, so, one thing, everything under the rib cage is good. We know that because after the echo and the nuclear stress test and the regular stress test and everything else that they did, I know that's all good. So, that's that, and here we are. So, work has been, the first week back was very, very tiring. Thank God it was only a 4-day work week. Last week was my second week back, a little bit better. I was on Mushies, so being on Mushies, I think, didn't help the situation by way of having energy and all of that. So Thursday I snuck a day early, and there's a place by where I work that makes homemade chicken tenders, and I ordered the lunch special, which is 10 tenders and fries, and I gave my fries to the friend that went to lunch with me, and I ate 1 tender. Yep, 1 tender. They were long. They're like this, and all white meat and all of that, but 1 tender filled me up. So I brought 9 tenders back with me, stuck them in the fridge at work, and I know it's considered grazing, but I hadn't really had a whole lot of food in my system up until that point, so like every couple of times after when I would get up from my chair to go to the copy machine or something like that, I would reach in the fridge and take a bite of chicken tender. Only one bite, and then I would go back to my office. So by the end of the day, I think I had eaten the one at lunch and then two additional tenders. So, and then I told my husband he didn't really have to pack my lunchbox because I had food for Friday, because this was Thursday. I had food at work for Friday, and Friday I had four tenders, I guess, throughout the day, because 3 and 4, nope, I did not. Because I brought two tenders home. So, I brought three tenders home. Sorry about that. I brought three tenders home. So, yeah, I had 3 the first day and then 4 the next day. And I brought 3 home. But it was so good to be able to, like, eat real food and all of that. So, I was happy about that. I keep looking at the screen, so my eyes are off, I guess, a little bit, because this is a new device and I'm not really sure how it's working. So hopefully it actually uploads and all is good. I don't know if here is my abdomen. This one's all healed over. It's healed over. I have one little spot here, almost like a suture came up through the skin. This is the one where they took the stomach out that has the indent, and it's healed over. And then this one up here, right here, you can hardly even see it. It's healed over. This one's giving me fits. This is where one of the little trocars went in, and it decided it wanted to be a little bit infected. So my doctor has told me Neosporin with a bandage to... So hopefully within the next couple of days it will be okay. My doctor was absolutely ecstatic when I came in for my 2-week checkup. Gave me big hugs, because at that point in time I was like 20 pounds down. I went for my first real walk yesterday. Went about 2.5 miles. Starting to walk more. Then, of course, we went and did our shopping and all of that, so there was a lot of walking involved for the rest of the day. Plan on doing a walk this afternoon, probably at least 2 miles or so with my hubby. But my surgeon was absolutely ecstatic. He also wants me to talk about being a former lap band patient, so in another video I will talk about being a former lap band patient and the differences between lap band surgery and vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery. He thinks that it would be nice to see a video that has an informative side from a patient who has had both in reference to the differences. So I told him that I would do that. He was happy that I was doing videos. He thought that that was really cool. My doctor is Dr. Shea from Surgical Healing Arts in Fort Myers, Florida. Absolutely wonderful man. And his associate doctors that are in with him are absolutely wonderful as well. Dr. I can't remember his last name. He's the newest one in his practice, was the one that I talked to at 4 o'clock in the morning. Called me right back. He showed up at the hospital the first day. For the complications. Dr. Shea showed up at the hospital the second day with my complications. Just did a phone call follow-up with me to make sure that everything was all right once I got home. Just an absolute dream team of doctors there. I love them. I love the staff. I was in this last week to get my vitamins and all that. So I love them. They're absolutely great. Dr. Shea is one of those doctors that he is the doctor who removed my lap band, not the doctor who put it in, but he is the doctor that removed it because I had erosion. And the first time I ever met him was when I was getting put under for my endoscopy to check the lap band. And the first thing he said to me was, "Hello, beautiful, you're in good hands, you'll be fine. We'll see you on the other side." So, that was just, and that's the first things that man had ever said to me. I had never met him before, and that was what he said. So just a great set of people. So I see my video is just kicked over the 15-minute mark, so I better cut it short. I wanted to say hi, I'm touching base. I will do this on a more regular basis now. I will try to have these videos done on Friday or Saturday with my little spinning head. I don't have a turban on this time, so that's something different. We will talk at you later, and I promise my next video will be the difference between lap band and vertical sleeve gastrectomy. And some more interesting videos to come. So have a good day, good night, good evening, good morning, whatever time you're watching this. I hope it's wonderful. Those of you who are getting ready to have surgery, prayers be with you. Have a good surgery. Hope everything goes great. Those of you who I have been listening to and watching, I just want to say you guys have been such inspirations, and I am so thankful and appreciative of it. I hope that I can be that to somebody else, especially the ones that are close to having their surgeries around my time. It's always nice to see those people that are close to you in their surgery dates. It's always wonderful to see the ones that are, long term out and see how well they've succeeded. But the ones that are close to you, to see what their progress is also wonderful, because you can get a lot of good information from them. Again, if you like my videos, thank you. If you comment, I will comment back. Subscribe, please. All those wonderful things that you're supposed to say and do. But again, have a great day. It's football time, so I'm going to cut this short and get ready to be sitting with the hubby and watching some football. So talk to y'all later. Bye.